welcome to another analysis. This is Chiptrades here. What I want to kind of go over today is the Euro USD. I also want to go over the USD CHF and the Euro CHF. We've seen some disruption in the market due to just a tweet. The trade talks with China and the U.S. Apparently, things are going well right now. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive into the chart. We're gonna go over these pairs and let's catch some pips this week. Let's do it. So, I'm gonna start off with my analysis on my monthly, and I'm gonna do my monthly markup. Okay. So, let's see. Right. This is Euro USD, so as we all know, the US dollar became very strong, but I was seeing like a kind of like a fake out type of setup. In the previous video also I spoke about that on the SPX 500. We caught about 1700 pips. Let's go from our daily. Actually, let me fix this line up for us. Okay. Now I'm going to go to my daily. So our daily, we're getting another fake out, but I still see this going to the upside, right? Reason why is because I see this, see the trend, get a fake out, right on support. It was testing very heavy. So what I kind of wanted to see price take a 45 pip, let's see, 45 to 55 pip drop, right? Just for a quick sell, but then we're gonna see a big bullish movement after this, right? So what I want to do is I'm gonna plot my Fibonacci's, okay? I'm gonna plot my Fibonacci's. I'm going to plot where my 161 is. Now I don't need the Fibonacci. Now we know this area. We can go again, check it out, right? Check it out. If you want to, look at that, the 161. Look at this. We're going to look at that real fast. 61.8. Look what price is currently, right? Price is under the 161 right now. So, like I was saying, I just want a slight retracement, right? Get a slight retracement. Even on the golden chip, I'm looking for about the 50%, right? I'm looking at a 50% retracement, and then we're going to see, go up to the upside. I mean, even on the golden chip, we're seeing an uptrend, right? Seeing the uptrend. So we've seen the 161 there, and what is our target? What's our target this week? That our 161 is that 1.13472. That's the 161. So if you want to wait for price to drop down, let's go and get some levels in here too, so we have some levels to rebound on. Okay, here's the low. Okay, so here's our highs right here. We got the low, right? I'm gonna plot this, and that will honestly, if you want a quick scalp, or an intraday, we don't know when this will go up. I'm honestly guessing around London session time. That's like 3 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, I'm really confident about this one right here. This should shoot up about, let's see, off of the trend line. I'll have about a 286 pip move to the upside. Okay, which is fairly nice. It's fairly nice. Let's move on to USD-CHF, right? USD-CHF. Already looking from my eyeball, right? I'm looking at the 50% on the golden chip. We see a lot of confluence, a lot of areas that's been rejected. So let's go to the monthly. Let's check this out, right? And I will say, you know, I'm no robot, no magician, none of that. Whatever just comes to my eye, I like to just give out that advice, right? I like to give out that observation. Now let's check out this. On the weekly, look at this consolidation. Holy moly. Okay. We got a lot of consolidation. I really see this maybe even trying to go back to the top. Why is it showing? Okay. All right. Well, that's about right, actually. So, reason why we got a strong support here, right? We got support. Made a double top on this area, right? That double top. Price came here, rejected on the same area of that rejection area on that support. So I still see this going bullish also. Okay? I see this going bullish also. Now, if we want to, you know, we could put a trend line in here. Looks like it all got broken, correct? Then we came to a top. This is a very sideways movement. People would see this as like a stage 3 or so on the higher time frames, right? But support has not been broken. Support has not been broken. And it's actually been sitting there for a couple of days. So what I want to do, I want to get this trend line in, right? Get our 45-degree angle in there. This I see, right, for the moment, I will see a break. We'll see this go to the upside, have a slight pullback, and then shoot back up to the high, right? And the high of the month from current price is 166 pips, which is very nice. It's a good move. That's a really nice move. But it does have a strong potential to go to the upside. We see how this area was breaking, right? We see how this trend line was breaking, right? It broke. It was just fiddling with it at this point. Came through. Let me put this further through, right? When people must have seen this and said, yo, this is actually going to go up. There's a trend line. It's been going crazy. It actually got broken. This area got broken. So once it got broken, it just wanted to find support. That's all it wanted to do. It wanted to find its home area. Where is it most comfortable? Price is going to move where it's most comfortable. So when you're looking at things on a higher time frame, you want to check out and see that the price itself, right, the market is going to want to go back to its original areas, right? They say that's history repeating itself, right? That's the term. So I'm seeing this is going bullish, about 160 pips. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get some levels in here for y'all. All right, I want to get some levels in here. I'm gonna delete this trend line also, but before that, I'm gonna put that there. Okay, so putting these levels in here. You see why I'm putting this? Right, there's another one. Put another target before our final push. So now we have a target, right? This is where I'm gonna wait for my activation on my trade. right, at the 0.98659. I'm going to wait at that area. Once that area gets broken, I'm going to take it up to the 0.99097. Okay? That move should be about 44 pips. Once you're into profit, right? I tell people, right? When you're in about 25 pips, maybe even depending on your trading plan, if you're a type of person that likes to scalp and you're just trying to learn how to swing and such, if you are comfortable with your 20 pips that most scalpers get, then you want to put your stop loss right into profit. So once price hits this area, right, then I'm going to end up putting my stop loss about a couple pips, right? So like 7 pips. I would usually want to do about 5 pips. Reason why you want to do this, right, is because price, we will never know what's happening with the market, right? We'll never know. Only thing we can do is save ourselves from what the unknown is. So you want to have a stop loss whenever you go into profit, because a news can actually take it out, right? If there's a huge gap that ends up happening and you have that stop loss in it, sometimes it will, depending on your broker, it will not activate. That stop loss will not activate, and you'll still be actively positioned in that trade. But if price ends up coming against you, right? If price ends up going to this level, right? Which I want to expect a pullback, right? I want to expect a little pullback whenever we get to this area, and it will possibly be back to this double formation that's happening on the 4-hour, and right. So you want to keep that stop loss in there, so when price goes against you, you don't lose out on the trade. And if you do get stopped out of the trade and you know that you're still in the winning side of the trade, right, then you can actually execute once again, right? You can be like, oh wow, this came back to my area. I seen this not going any further down or up or whatever the situation is, and now you can execute again, right? So what I like to do, whenever I'm 25 pips in, I would like to secure my bag, right? The spread around 5 o'clock, or that's Eastern, whenever the market turns around, it has its turn, has its reset, the spreads become way bigger, right? When the spreads become way bigger, you're just looking at interest rates being returned for the day. Whatever that ecosystem's going through, whatever they have going on, interest rates. So these spreads around 5 o'clock will not be so effective on you whenever you have your stop loss in on profit. You'll be locking in that profit. You want the game is just to lock in profits, stay consistent, patient, and disciplined, right? So when I'm looking at this, we're definitely going to be going to the upside. I see that on an observation. I see this actually just having a slight pullback, and then having a continuation to the upside, right? So let's move on to EURCHF. And there is a lot of consolidation. There is loads of consolidation, right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to plot this, the high and the low of the month. Now we're getting more indecisions. Are we going to get scared of the indecision? No. We're actually going to see this thing hit support. I want to see this thing hit support. I want to see this hit support, right? So let's get this trend line in here. We see how price is corrected on it. It's been correcting. I want to just get a slight pullback to the downside, right? I just want to get a pull right back to this trend line that we have here. Reason why. I'm going to also plot this out. I'm going to plot out this. Okay. So we have a 161 to the upside. Okay. This is going to be a target. But this is for the swing, but for the moment, I do see this. I will tell you. I believe that this is a 161 area. So we're gonna end up getting a turnaround, right? Boom. 161. Right back to the support. Okay. So looking at this once again, once we see this trend line come across, right? I want to see if price is going to reject and go right back up, or is price going to continue, right, to go to the downside? As I can see from my eye, price is actually wanting to go. This is now on the golden chip. It's been rejecting this 38. It's headed to the 50. It's rejected a little bit on the 50, but you know, there's a 61.8 that I'm really wanting the 61.8, and I believe that's where our trend line is, right? So if we can get a touch to that trend line, this is the 161, right, to the downside. So if price wanted to end up breaking this level, right, we have to have, you know, another scenario. Definitely in this consolidation. Trading in consolidation can hurt you at some times though. So watch out, right? So, but this setup, right, marking the high and the low of the month really helps you figure out consolidation a lot more than if you're on the 4-hour, the daily, right? So I want to see this come down to this support. I'm going to watch this very closely, because if we get a break to this trend line, then I want to see this go to the downside, which is about 75 pips, 77 pips, right? But if price ends up rejecting on this support, because this is a very strong area, right? This is a very strong area. Then we're going to take it up to the upside whenever we see this touch this trend line, if it doesn't break it, which should be about 205 pips. 205 pips ain't bad. Definitely on a swing. But if we see price go below this trend line, right, then we want to see this go to the floor. It's about 77 pips, which is right back to support, which is a better entry level if price ends up not holding this support. If it ends up breaking it, we get a better entry. Why not a better entry, right? It's just best for us. So this is what I see, right, on the Euro USD. I see this hitting this trend line, going right back up. We can even wait for the high to get broken, or we can take it right from the trend line to the high of the month, right? Because that area has to be tested. So that could be another target for us to the upside. So the Euro USD, I see the 161 is up here, which is 1.13472. That's my swing. Okay, so we see the CHF also. I want to see this go right back up to the high, to the 1.0089. 00089, sorry, 1.00089 for my corrections. See that going up. See this going up for a little bit, have a pullback. Whenever we hit this resistance area, get a pullback, take it back down about 40 pips, and then come right back up, right? So same thing with the Euro CHF. I see the Euro CHF. I see a pullback happening right off the trend line, or our support. If it does not, right, I have two scenarios on this trade here. So if this doesn't break, if this 1.09076 doesn't get broken, we'll end up taking it back up to the high. If not, we'll take it to the low. We'll take it right back to support. And voila, that should be some good pips. The market hopefully should just work out very well this week. There isn't too much going on. If there is anything that goes on, it's going to be some insiders, things that just pop up in the middle of the week. So I appreciate you guys all for tuning in today to Chiptrades analysis. Wednesday, I'll be going over mindset. And Thursday, I'll be going over a little bit more educational. Some just getting on the charts a little bit with you all. So you guys are understanding trading a little bit more. So I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share. If you could, tell your friends, your family members looking to get into Forex, or that are just wanting to know what is Forex, or even if you know an intermediate or advanced trader, right? They could take very good notes on this. They can get another insight on it themselves, and they can catch these pips. We've been catching pips since. So thanks for tuning in. This is Chip, and I'm out.